Hey there, Melaminah here. Welcome back to My Bikini Competition Journey. This is episode number 32, Emotional Breakdown. So I wanted to keep this one pretty short. I am actually creating a grief retreat for myself because grief has gotten really bad for me lately. And it's made it very difficult to kind of function in my life. And things have really come to a head. We just closed on my dad's house, and my aunt has also been very difficult in regards to my mother's estate, and so that's been very stressful. And so things have just been kind of all coming to a head lately, and it's been really difficult to deal with and continue to kind of function normally. So I am taking some self-care time, and like I said, I've created a grief retreat, and I will be doing that for the next handful of days. We've also implemented my some of those changes that I talked about in episode number 31. So if you missed it, go back and check out episode number 31, Change in Strategy. I've been working with my coach to kind of implement some changes for the time being, so we've been doing that. So go check it out if you missed that episode. And then one more piece of information that I wanted to give this time was that there's this belief that grief comes in stages. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross in 1969 had this theory that that grief came in stages, and sometimes there's 5, and sometimes people say there's 7. Her original strategy or theory was 5 stages. People have kind of added in others, but there's research now that's showing that grief actually comes in waves. And if you look at it from a healing, like an alternative healing or energetic healing, I'm also a shamanic practitioner. If you look at it from that angle, it makes sense. We always say that healing comes in spirals. So it starts in the middle when the trauma or event first happens, and then you kind of work your way out of this spiral, and it's really intense in the center, and there's like a lot going on, and then as you kind of work your way out of the spiral, it gets less and less and less, but it never really ends. And Western medicine is finding that now as well. There's research from 2018 that was published in the British Journal of Psychiatry that supports this idea that grief comes in waves. And it also demonstrates that grief kind of peaks at the 4 to 6 month mark after the event. So I'm like solidly in that space now, if you mark from the time of my mother's death and the time of my dad's. So yay me, I'm on track with Western medicine and what they're saying these days, and also of course with alternative healing and the spiral path. So this is going to be a quick update this time, and I thank you so much again for following along with my bikini competition journey. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share it with others. I will put the link to that British Journal of Psychiatry file, the link to that below in the show notes. So feel free to check that out, and feel free to share that with anyone who's going through grief as well. It might be very comforting to them to know that they're right on track too. And also don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.